Hi guys, Drew64 here, and today we're going to be talking about the Blu-ray releases and 4K releases coming out in the month of February. This is my first video doing this, so definitely if you guys are interested in me continuing this series talking about what is releasing each month in Blu-rays. This is mostly going to be stuff I'm interested in, or stuff that's maybe mainstream, maybe some random picks in there as well, but I'm not going to go through every movie that's coming out, but I do think I'm going to cover most of the main stuff that I think people would be interested in. And yeah, if you guys are interested in this, just, click that like and let me know. But regardless, let's go ahead and jump right into the Blu-ray releases for February of 2021.
Geek.
Truth.
64.
Geek. Truth. 64.
Geek.
True.
64.
Geek.
Truth.
Geek.
Truth. 64. Oh, shit.
First up, we've got a movie that was actually on my How Are These Movies Not on Blu-ray video, which if you haven't checked that video, some of those movies have already started coming out, so that's kind of nice. But number one is Small Soldiers. So Small Soldiers is finally coming to Blu-ray. Now, you may be shocked to see, or hear, I guess, rather, regardless if you're watching or listening to this, that Small Soldiers has not had a Blu-ray release. It had a DVD release, no Blu-ray release all this time, no 4K, no Blu-ray. So there was an HD version, I believe, on streaming. So I figured it was probably only a matter of time before you are going to get a physical media Blu-ray copy. And now it's finally here. It took them a lot longer than I expected, but here it is, Small Soldiers. I love this movie. Last time I played Dungeons & Dragons, I named my character Gorgon after the Gorgons in Small Soldiers. Yep, I'm a giant geek in case you didn't find that out from my name. But Small Soldiers, yeah, this is like Toy Story, live action Toy Story, but like this horror Gremlins-esque movie. And if you've never seen Small Soldiers, pick this up. Next up is Mouse Hunt. So Mouse Hunt is coming out on Blu-ray, and I was kind of shocked that this one wasn't released on Blu-ray. This may be owned by Disney now. I don't know what isn't owned by Disney now. But yeah, Mouse Hunt is finally coming to Blu-ray. And this was basically Tom and Jerry if you get rid of Tom and you have two guys versus Jerry. It's super over the top. It's live action, but it's like one of the most cartoony live action movies that I've ever seen. Completely over the top, but it's kind of cool that it's coming to Blu-ray. I don't know if I'll pick up this one. I have some pretty good memories of Mouse Hunt, but it's not really my must-have like Small Soldiers is. So Mouse Hunt is coming to Blu-ray if you guys are interested. You'll have to forgive me because I forgot to mention that the movies I'm mentioning right now, Mouse Hunt, Small Soldiers, and the next movie are all coming out February 2nd, 2021. So I'm going to try and group these by day. Yeah, that's how I'm going to do it. You got Ladybugs, which starred Rodney Dangerfield. I've only seen this movie once, a very, very long time ago, but I know there's lots of people who are Rodney Dangerfield fans, and a lot of people think that this is one of his best movies. Okay, I don't know. Maybe I'd have to watch it again to give you my honest opinion, but Ladybugs is coming to Blu-ray if you guys are interested in that. Next up is a documentary. Now, this was released, or you can get it on Amazon. It was called The Last Blockbuster. And for those of you who are subscribers to my channel, you know that I worked at Blockbuster before. And I've started talking a little bit more about my time at Blockbuster. So I'm pretty interested in checking out this. I usually avoid purchasing stuff or renting stuff digitally unless it's the only option. The Last Blockbuster was available for rent. I think it was $4.99 or something. You could buy it digitally. I've talked about this before, but I'm not really a fan of the digital stuff. I'm okay with it as long as if it's the only option and it's something I really want to see. I'll probably go ahead and do it. But mostly I like having the physical release. I like having the physical copy in my hand, as you can tell from all of the the movies behind me. It just makes me feel more secure in my purchase. Yours, Mine, and Ours, which this came out, I think, the same year or the year after that other movie came out, Cheaper by the Dozen. And it's the Yours, Mine, and Ours is actually based on an old movie. And I think Cheaper by the Dozen was also based on an old movie. So we were already getting reboots back then. But yeah, I don't know. This is just a family movie. I watched both of these when I was younger, and neither, maybe I was already too old for them whenever I watched them. I do remember Cheaper by the Dozen being a better movie than this. I don't really know. I haven't watched these movies in forever, so it's kind of hard for me to give you a solid opinion on it. But looking back, I remember liking Cheaper by the Dozen more than Yours, Mine, and Ours. But I don't know. All I remember about Yours, Mine, and Ours is it had Dennis Quaid, and every time I saw him, I just think of the movie The Rookie. So yeah. Or now I think about his son in The Boys. I do find this interesting. They actually have listed Shin Godzilla as a release date on Blu-ray. Shin Godzilla was already released on Blu-ray, so I don't know if this has extra special features, this is a re-release, or what this is. As far as my thoughts on Shin Godzilla really quickly, I'm a pretty big Godzilla fan. I remember the Godzilla movies when I was younger. I enjoyed them. I like giant monsters fighting, and so yeah, I always liked Godzilla. Shin Godzilla, it was an okay movie. But personally, I don't really view it as a Godzilla movie. For those of you who've seen it, you might know what I'm talking about. And that they tried to go old school with it and the way that he mutates and stuff. I don't know. I wasn't really a big fan of the way he looks necessarily, and it's hard to associate with Godzilla. But anyway, yeah. So Shin Godzilla is getting a re-release, so that's cool. Moving to February 9th, you got Freaky coming out. This was a movie that came out last year. Yeah, last year. Sorry, I'm still getting used to the 2021 thing. But it's got Vince Vaughn, and it's kind of like, I guess, a comedy horror. I didn't watch it, but basically you have this girl and Vince Vaughn, and Vince Vaughn plays a serial killer, and they switch bodies. Kind of like a weird Freaky Friday horror. I think it's kind of a comedy. I think it's mostly just a horror. I don't know. But that's coming out if you guys are interested. And another new movie releasing is Greenland, which this had pretty decent reviews, at least as far as 2020 goes, because most of the movies that came out in 2020 that did get a release were not very good. But Greenland seemed to be better than what people had expected, especially considering Gerard Butler was in that other movie, Geostorm, which was terrible. I love disaster movies. Like, disaster movies are my guilty pleasure movies. Like, I love 2012. 2012 is a terrible movie, but I love it anyway. Like, objectively it's bad, but I enjoy watching it. I like disaster movies. Geostorm was bad. So Greenland apparently is not just a straight disaster movie. I don't really know. It seems like it's got pretty good reviews, and I'd like to check it out. I thought about going ahead and doing a rental on it. I'm not really into these. I'm not going to pay $20 to get a rental on these movies. I could go to the theater locally for a matinee. Well, yeah, I think they still have it. Well, before all this, I would go to a theater for less than $6. I could get a ticket and go check these movies out. So I'm not going to pay $20 to see it at home. If they lower the price on that stuff, then maybe. If they lowered it to about $10, maybe I'd pop on these kind of things and I would have checked out Greenland. I'm not going to pay $20 just to rent the thing. I'll just wait till it comes out and buy it for $20, which may be what I do with Greenland. Maybe I'll do a review on it. I don't know. But Greenland is coming out, guys. There are some other movies obviously coming out this week, but there's not really too many things I was interested in. My Bloody Valentine is coming out on Steelbook. If you like that, I don't have any interest in that necessarily, but somebody else might. Like I said, for these videos, I'm mostly going to pick out movies that I would be interested in getting, and maybe the mainstream picks, like Freaky and some of the other stuff. But what's coming out the following week is Good Burger on Blu-ray. Good Burger's coming to Blu-ray, guys. Good Burger is was a spinoff of the Nickelodeon show All That. It's, I actually watched it more recently. I can't remember what streaming service it was on, but I did watch it about last year or year before last. And, it's not very good, like a very good movie objectively, but I don't care. I like it anyway. Good Burger's a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to this, and I will probably go ahead and buy this one. There's another movie coming out also that is nostalgic for me, which is the Jetsons movie. Okay. This was one of the few VHSs I had when I was a kid. When I was a kid, we had about 10. Well, I mean, it expanded, but whenever I was a kid initially, we only had about 5 or 10 VHSs, and the Jetsons movie was one of them. So that got watched a lot. It was actually pretty innovative in that they actually used 3D models in some of the scenes. And I think this released in 1990. So that was very innovative. I remember liking the songs, the story. I liked the Jetsons. I was a big fan of the Hanna-Barbera cartoons whenever I was younger. So yeah, the Jetsons movie coming to Blu-ray. I am, well, let's just say I've already pre-ordered it. I can't wait to get this movie. The Jetsons movie. If you've not seen it and you like animated movies, I do recommend it. Harley Quinn season 1 and 2, the complete. They call it the complete. I thought there was a season 3 coming out. I don't know, but they're calling it the complete collection. It's season 1 and 2 together. Harley Quinn, the animated series. This is something I had zero interest in. This was initially released on their DC Universe streaming service, which hardly anybody got. I'm predisposed to enjoying comic book media, but I had zero interest in in paying for another streaming service. And DC's offerings as far as on film have been, let's just say mixed. We'll just say mixed, and I'll leave it at that. So I didn't really care about the Harley Quinn stuff. However, I saw like some scenes pop up, and so I checked out some scenes from the series and some reviews about the series, and apparently it's pretty good. I know from the scenes I've seen, it was pretty over the top. It's pretty gory, and I mean, it's rated R for sure, but it looks like it. I don't know. It looks like it's worth checking out for sure. I don't know if I'm going to pop on it or not, but yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of excited to maybe check this one out. This may be a purchase. I don't know. Are you guys going to check out Harley Quinn? Have you seen Harley Quinn? Let me know what you guys think about it. The other thing coming out is an anime. Now, I'm not a huge anime fan. At least I would never claim to be. But there are certain animes that I really enjoy, and My Hero Academia is one of them. What they've really done with this show is just bring back basics of superhero storytelling that people in the States just, I guess, forgot how to do, or they don't care about it. But regardless, My Hero Academia nails, how to tell a superhero story. And it doesn't have to do anything too crazy, but what it does is really good. And season 4, part 2 is coming to Blu-ray. I'm excited about this. I haven't bought the previous ones, the previous Blu-ray releases. I've watched it on a streaming service. So I don't know if I'll buy this or not, but with this, I believe they've got the English dub on it. Now, there are some animes I watch that I actually prefer the original Japanese, but with My Hero Academia, I started watching it with the English dub, so it's hard to switch back because I don't recognize the voice actors. So with me, when it comes to subbed versus dubbed, I think it's whatever you start watching the series with as to what your preference is. Just me personally, that's what I think. But I am excited about this because this means that the English dub is going to be available. So that means I can finally finish this season. So yeah, My Hero Academia. If you've not checked it out, check it out. There's a John Hughes collection coming out, and I don't remember which 5 movies it is. So let me let me check that out. So John Hughes, you got so there's 5 movies. It's Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, which is a great pick. Ferris Bueller's Day Off, which is my personal favorite John Hughes movie. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's my favorite John Hughes movie. She's Having a Baby, which I've never seen. Pretty in Pink, Some Kind of Wonderful. Those are the 5. I'm kind of surprised there's no Uncle Buck. I mean, granted, there's lots of John Hughes movies to pick from. I've got a different collection back there that has Breakfast Club and some other stuff in there. So, yeah, I don't know why they don't just have a solid John Hughes collection that just includes all the movies. The only thing I can come to a conclusion on, which I probably would know if I did even the most minor research, is that these movies may be handled by different companies, and that's the reason why you're not getting a solid John Hughes collection movie box set. So, yeah. Maybe that's why. But regardless, if you've never seen any John Hughes movies, I'm pretty sure that's a a pretty good deal for you to get started on some pretty solid John Hughes movies. Another movie that is coming out on 4K is called 13 Hours, The Soldiers of Benghazi. This is actually a really, really good movie. If you guys have not seen 13 Hours, I do recommend it. I do own it on Blu-ray already, so I probably won't upgrade to the 4K, but this was a very good movie, very insightful and interesting movie on some things that a lot of people might not know went down as far as Benghazi goes. So, and if you're into war movies, this is kind of a different type of war movie. I would say it's more like a military movie, even though most of it kind of takes place with contractors, all former military. So, yeah, I do recommend 13 Hours if you've not seen it. Croods 2. Croods 2, A New Age is coming out, and I don't know why. So yeah, Croods is coming out. I don't really know. I didn't watch it. I probably won't watch it, but it is a pretty big mainstream release dropping in February, so I figured I'd go ahead and mention it, because who knows, somebody might be interested in it. Rounders is getting a Blu-ray release. I'm not sure if it was ever released on Blu-ray before. Maybe not. It's kind of a smaller movie. It had Matt Damon in it. It's been such a long time since I've seen that movie, but I remember really liking Rounders. This might actually be one that I purchase and add to my collection, because I just remember that movie being pretty good. So yeah, Rounders is coming out. So there you go. Those are some of the movies that are coming out in February. Obviously, I didn't even remotely cover every movie. Maybe this is like 10% or less of the movies coming out in February. Lots of other movies. Some I would have liked to have talked about as well. But this video is going to be long enough as it is. So I kind of just picked some of the core movies that I had some thoughts on, and some releases I thought you guys might care about. And some stuff that I probably might actually pick up. So as far as doing this going forward, if you guys are interested in me doing this every month, as I said at the beginning, like and let me know if this is something you guys would be interested in every month. I'll probably get better at streamlining what I'm talking about in the future videos, because I'm trying to figure out which sites are best to find some movies. I did actually have to use multiple sites, and I found certain movies that were listed on other sites and not on other ones. So hopefully I can come up with a better streamlined way to gather this information. And who knows, by the time this video goes out, there may be other movies coming out in February that I should have talked about that I didn't even know about. I don't know. Hopefully I'll get better at that. But I don't know. This is in an effort to keep Blu-rays alive, keep physical media alive. I think we should support it by getting things that we like. You don't have to get a big collection, but if there's movies that you like and you know you're going to watch multiple times, I do recommend buying it over hoping that your movie is on a streaming service. So again, I want to thank subscribers, because you guys are awesome. And if you like this video, please like, share, comment, subscribe, do all the YouTube stuff, or don't. I'm not a beggar. I'm Geechu64, and I'll always tell you the truth.